So I'm back to playing my Revenant in gw2. I was kind of frustrated with this class at the beginning. I had high hopes for it. And didn't quite like the way it was working out, but I've gotten more accustomed to it. My biggest dissatisfaction was the support healing legend, as they call it. It's sort of like a stance in other games. It has a tablet that you res in the world. I'm using a staff here, and this is called the Jalis legend. I use Jalis and Ventari. Ventari is the support heal stance, and you res a tablet in the world to give healing and condition cleanse and time cleanse. And it's quite strong. It's good, but it's a little awkward because this is a game where movement is so important that people tend to run away from it. Oh my god, we've got another Revenant here using the Ventari tablet. I'm going to switch to Ventari now from Jalis and my tablet too, and I'll probably switch to my staff. Unusual to see another Revenant. They're not very popular in the game, it seems. But I've gotten a little more accustomed to using the tablet, despite the fact that we've got to always be moving around for the most part in the game. It's pretty strong. If you see this purple-pink glow going around players, that is because the heal skill on the tablet actually gives alacrity as well, a recent buff, so it speeds up your cooldowns, it reduces the cooldowns. It's really pretty good. It is really pretty good. There's still some problems, I think, with the class, but I'm enjoying it. I've gotten a lot more accustomed to it. I love the staff animations. The staff on the Revenant is not a ranged weapon. Usually staff is a caster's ranged weapon. And it also has a hammer, which is not melee. It is a ranged weapon. So it has a melee staff and a ranged hammer, and it's pretty cool. Hammer I like, and staff, that's what I run. I run the Ventari legend and the Jalis legend, and each of them match up with the weapons as well, and the staff and the hammer. So it's coming together pretty well for me now. And it took quite a long time to really get used to it because it is a very weird mechanic. You have to micromanage this tablet, move it around to yourself, to other players, and that is your heal. So when you have that tablet and your other players, you've got no heal. And it's a medium health pool, like the Mesmer, for instance, and heavy armor, like the Guardian and the Warrior. So, it looks like we have one of these toxic offshoot events here. We just sort of love and hate. Let's go over there and see what's happening. Looks like we have to free the engineers. How this event works, the engineers have been trapped. We've got to free 3 engineers, and if we can manage to free them, they'll set up mortars and try to destroy this toxic offshoot. And then the goal of the quest, the event, becomes to keep those engineers alive. If you only have 1 engineer alive, I don't think you can beat it. I don't think they can knock out the offshoot in enough time. No, these damn centaurs all over the place here. So we're trying to fight all these toxic offshoot bastards. You've got these centaurs will undoubtedly interfere with everything. They get to be quite annoying. So there's 3 engineers. They shoot mortars at that thing in the middle there. There's one still in there, so we're going to try to get that out. Now this person there, that player there, we're going to try to keep them healed. If you can see that sort of green foggy mist there, inside that barrier is a nasty place, a lot of conditions and stuff in there. So I'm going to see if I can kind of keep this player healed up and cleared of conditions, which are quite powerful now in this game. Conditions can be very damaging, very, very damaging. They ignore armor, they're damage over time. Damage over time. In other games, they call out condition damage in this game. And there's a disgusting toxic mortar. Oh, and the hallucination thing. This game does have some fairly irritating crap in it. I like the base game a lot. Don't like the expansions in the least. But, you know, to each his own. So, okay, so now we've got the engineers freed, and now we've got to keep them alive so that they can destroy this toxic offshoot. So their mortars fire really slowly. And if you don't have enough, God, more centaurs. Alright, lift them up. Get my tablet near me, beat the crap out of them with my staff. See if I can maybe block their crap here. Yes. Really like the staff, really enjoy the staff, Daredevil 2 has melee staff. Revenant melee staff is the only good thing to me to come out of the Heart of Forge expansion. Alright, now we got to start running around and we got to make sure that these engineers stay alive. So the only real thing I'm not happy with now with the Revenant, two things. Underwater, you can only use 2 of the 4 legends. I don't like that. But it's okay. I mean, I'm playing, I'm having fun. I just think it's a little goofy. Get only 2 of the 4 legends or stances are available underwater. And another damn centaur, of course. Just get the hell away from me. So I can finish these things off, huh? And they have energy costs and cooldowns for things. I don't like that. I think it should be energy costs on the utilities, which are on the right side, and they are unique to each stance. Now I'm in Ventari, so I can't switch my utilities out. I simply have Ventari utilities. If I go into the Jalis stance, I only have Jalis utilities. If I go into Malix or the Shiro stance, same thing. Anyway, your weapon attacks, your weapon skills, they have both cooldowns and an energy cost. Your utility skills have an energy cost. I think it's a little too much. But, I mean, it works okay. I mean, I'm doing okay with it. I think it would be a lot more fun if they had the cooldowns and the weapon skills, do away with the energy cost. But I know there's people who freak out and go, oh my god, it's overpowered. No, it's nonsense. Refreshing. So, let's see. We got this, this is doing okay here. We got to keep running back and forth and making sure that we at least have 2 engineers up. I don't think you could do this with 1 engineer. There's 3 of them. Some more enemies. And there's another Revenant here. The Revenant we just saw back in the cave. So Revenant running around here. It's unusual for me to see more than 1 Revenant myself. As I said, it doesn't seem to be wildly popular, this class. But I do find it pretty unique and interesting. Hammer's pretty strong. I'm not a fan of hammer weapons. Ew. Look at that there. Or the disgusting condition fountains there. Like I said, these guys are very condition heavy. Hammers tend to be a little boring for me. But this is kind of unique in that it's a ranged hammer. It fits the stance, one of the stances I like, and it is pretty strong. So I do run with the hammer, despite my typical distaste for the hammer. It has some very cool animation. You can get out of that. Ugly conditions. This guy, is no doubt, is going to vomit more conditions. He's probably going to put down torment, poison. That and clear it off to me with my condition cleanse. Torment is an ugly condition that, if you move, it does more damage. So they have lots of ugly conditions in this game. I do play a few condition specs, depending on the class. If I like the weapon animations, if I like how the weapon works, I'll play it. So if it's condition, then I'll go condition. If it's power, I'll go power. Alright, and we're no doubt going to... Yeah, there's a... Damn centaur archers interfering with me finishing these things off. Maybe I can line of sight them enough so I'll come up here and I can fight them here. Seems like I'm getting to creep up again with the jackass here. Like this. What the hell are you? Alright, we're getting close to the end there. I see that the toxic offshoot is almost down. Surprisingly, I haven't seen any players go down in this. Usually in this event, I see lots of players down. Whole lot of players down. Conditions just eat them alive. This is an unusual example of this toxic offshoot event. I usually see very, very many downed players. We don't even have that many players here, actually. And there it goes. Okay. We kept enough alive, and they managed to kill it within the time limit. So that's about it for my little video on the Revenant. My return to the Revenant, as I played it on and off for a while, and now I've come to like it quite a lot. It's kind of it's kind of tanky, kind of slow moving like the Guardian. Feels a little bit like the Guardian. Good support, very good support class. So I don't know about a pure DPS class spec for this. I really don't know if it's that great for pure DPS, but for support, it's really pretty cool. So I'll end this here, and hope you got something out of this.